Philip Druzes. He doesn't need a big intro. A lot of you know who he is. A lot of us are into the mud flood community.
Always about community, the loving community. And 4 with 10, of course, 14 at where? Old York in the Pen of Wood.
Community organizing relevant experience for the presidency.
This is very curious. So this is work I did 3 years ago. They haven't talked about the fact.
Organizing relevant experience for the presidency.
This is very curious. So this is work I did 3 years ago. They haven't talked about the fact that I was a civil rights lawyer. They haven't talked about
The wry face. And of course, Philip is the horse idea, which we've discussed many a time, and Druzes. And here is Druzes here, the people of Unitarianism.
A big intro. A lot of you know who he is. A lot of us are into the mud flood community, Tartarian.
Mud flood community? Tartarian?
And Empire community.
Empire community. Well, there you go. And what else?
Free energy, giants, everything like
that. A bit of Tesla and a bit of giants. And how about Titor? The lone eagle. We know the idea with birds. Birds are definitely the word. Look at this little idea here, something like lone eagle in his YouTube. And he's got his little prayer thing going here. Look at these. Aha. Aha. So we can see, good on you there. And the Druzes is in town. And here's Philip. Nice headphones. And I'm loving the eyes, Philip. Baby's got blue eyes.
The painter was doing it so detailized, but who knows? Maybe they were just having some properties, like they were like isolated, close. Who knows? But the painter was painting the general picture. What you see right now is you zooming in a huge picture, right?
And of course, the double P with the first P here gives us our very nice 777, the hill of 777, and talk about Knights of Knee. Seems like there's been Knights of Knee Druzes going back to Fyodor, Alexander, and Egors. And guess what? Philip, he's the new Drusen in town. Very good, Phil. Yes, well, when we look at this Fyodor here, there's somebody here amongst us that reminds me of a combination of these two. Strange as it may seem, and I think you'll recognise that. And here's Alexander, and they all are. The main one in the middle, old Philippa, and the telltale baggage. Look. Should show that. Oh, look out. We've had a bit of a change to Fyodor only. Ooh, very good. Viola. Let's just go back here where I was. And you see a bit of baggage there too. This one that's been touched out, but definitely only just folding these arms, as we can see, old Alexandria. Gee, is this Igor? Is this Philip? Will the real Drusen please stand up? Well, we've got a very interesting concept here. Certainly seems the right age. From 1972 here. 33 birth date. Oh, what a beauty, as they say. And 7 and 3 we can get from this. So very interesting. The laureate of the Golden Mask. The Golden Mask. Oh, and we'll see what that says here. Oh, it's a thing, the 94 Theatre Union of Russia, you can't see that. Given to productions of all genres of art, drama, opera, ballet, operetta. And this is Egoretta. Not the 12 chairs. Fabrica. Oh, we could look at Veronica Ikovic, a relative of David's, and Thon and Platon. Well, help us, eh? Oh, Tihon and Platon. You got to be kidding. Well, how the world works. Thank you, Phil. He's going to tell us exactly, he reckons. And here's all his stuff here, connecting the dots. Yeah, well, connecting the dots, all right. There's no Wikipedia, unfortunately. If we can marry up the 72-bit, be interesting, wouldn't it? Just have a little look at the Facebook. Well, we could call him now, even. But look, debunking conspiracy. Funny group to be in there, Phil. It really is like the old Pied Piper of Hamelin, isn't it? With Tata, Rat, directing the rats. Roseanne is unhinged. A detachable idea. Well, again, she's talking about Iran. And look at this bit here. Now, this is an associate of our friend. Just shows you. No mention of any tea drinking here. Jarrett, double T. The tweet. Look out. It's very, very crazy stuff going on here from what we can clearly see here. You know, the bar. That's all we need to know. It's got the bar.
That kind of proves that it was a different number or different word or different letter that meant different.
No, gee, this awfully looks like Egor now, doesn't it? Totally. Well, I don't know what you think here, but you can't see the ears, of course, and the spectacles hide a bit too. Geez, the same little nose, isn't it now? What an interesting idea, eh, Igor and Philip? And people were talking about the mud flood and the connections of the idea of the super trees. And, of course, there was that mining of the Grand Canyon as a big mine, which were related to the super trees. And here we have it.
Traces of some mechanisms everywhere. And this is not a natural mark. This is a mark of the rotor excavation. We also use it nowadays, and you can compare what modern pictures in the modern quarries, huge mining areas that we have today, and what you see on the pictures of Grand Canyon and many other different places.
No, Lone Eagle says that she doesn't do videos too much on a Monday, a moon day, but this is a special occasion.
Pretty much really do. Today's Monday. It's a special edition. I don't usually have shows on Monday, but this week I have dentist surgery tomorrow, so I cannot be with you. But
dentist, a bit of shin going on here.
To be heard and seen, so it's a regular thing. Now they're all in here. Yeah, they're all here.
Yeah.
All right. I have dentist surgery tomorrow, so I cannot be with you. But thankfully, we have a special guest today who's willing to come on and be with us today, and his name is Philip Druzes. He doesn't need a big intro. A lot of you know who he is. A lot of us are into the mud flood community.
Community for mud flood. Now, that's all we need to really hear, folks. The community, as you know, with Barrack, it's all community. So I rest my case on mud flood, and let's do some serious research and look at some real things. And I tell you, anyone that's believing this mud flood now really wants to go and have a look at the few videos that are up on it by a guy called David Lee, and the Histros channel, which is Christian Resurrection at the moment. He's got a few channels. Go and check his work out. He'll usually comment on this video, so you can get the link there through the comment. And he's done some work on it as well. Very muddy indeed. Community mud. Yes, mud putty. Community mud. Best ever mud cake. Community mud fun, alright. And we have mud mats. Oh gee, it's what's going on? CC. Very nice indeed. It was 44.33. 77. Muck and mire. Muck and mire for hire. Yes, of course, horses and mud are quite a bit of a combination, as we know in many, many stories. Yes, Druzes seem to live in mud houses and have mud communities.